What if the world's largest island wasn't about ice at all, but power, war, and the future of global control? Greenland looks silent, frozen, and forgotten. Endless ice, no armies, no loud politics. But behind this white silence lies one of the darkest strategic battles of the modern world. A battle so important that the United States openly talked about acquiring Greenland, not renting it, not partnering, but buying it. Why would the world's most powerful nation want a remote island with barely 56,000 people? The answer is not tourism. The answer is power. On the surface, Greenland looks useless. Harsh climate, limited population, extreme isolation. But geopolitically, Greenland is one of the most valuable pieces of land on Earth. Greenland sits between North America, Europe, and the Arctic. In modern warfare, geography is destiny, and Greenland controls the shortest military route between the United States and Russia. During the Cold War, the US already understood this reality. That's why America built Thule Air Base in northern Greenland, one of the most critical missile warning and space tracking bases in the world. This base can detect nuclear launches from Russia within minutes. Greenland isn't ice. It's a shield. Climate change has transformed Greenland from a frozen wasteland into a geopolitical goldmine. As ice melts, new shipping routes open through the Arctic, routes that are shorter, faster, and cheaper than traditional trade paths like the Suez Canal. Whoever controls Greenland gains influence over these future trade arteries. But trade is only part of the story. Under Greenland's ice lie massive reserves of rare earth minerals, uranium, oil, and natural gas. These materials are essential for military technology, missiles and radar systems, smartphones and electric vehicles, space exploration. China already dominates rare earth production globally. The United States sees Greenland as a way to break China's grip on critical resources. This is not environmental interest. This is resource warfare. The U.S. interest in Greenland intensified when China began investing in Arctic infrastructure and mining projects. Chinese companies explored airports, ports, and mineral extraction. At the same time, Russia expanded its Arctic military presence, building new bases and icebreaker fleets. From Washington's perspective, Greenland became a nightmare scenario. China controlling resources, Russia controlling military routes, and the U.S. watching from the sidelines. Acquiring Greenland would instantly lock out both rivals. This is why the idea wasn't as crazy as it sounded. When the US publicly floated the idea of buying Greenland, global media laughed. But history tells a darker truth. The United States has bought land before. Louisiana from France. Alaska from Russia. In the old world, land was purchased. In the modern world, land is influenced, pressured, and controlled. Greenland is officially part of Denmark, but Denmark depends heavily on NATO, and NATO depends on the US. The idea wasn't just purchase. It was leverage. Economic pressure, military dependence, strategic dominance. Colonialism didn't disappear. It evolved. This is where the story turns darker. Greenlanders were barely consulted in the global conversation about their future. Decisions were being discussed thousands of miles away in Washington, Moscow, Beijing, and Copenhagen. For the people living there, this wasn't about superpower strategy. It was about identity, autonomy, and survival. Greenland has been pushing for independence from Denmark, but independence without economic power makes small nations vulnerable. And powerful nations know this. The US didn't want Greenland because it's beautiful. The US wanted Greenland because the future of warfare, trade, and global dominance is moving north. The Arctic is the next battlefield. Not with soldiers, but with satellites, missiles, minerals, and influence. Greenland is the key. This story isn't about a joke proposal. It's about how superpowers think, how land becomes leverage, how small populations get trapped between giants, and how the coldest places on Earth can hide the hottest conflicts. Welcome to D-Block, where we expose the real stories hidden behind global politics. Subscribe and stay awake.